Hey everyone, Meg Loves Games here, and I am back with number 10 in my Speedbuild series, so that's pretty cool. I'm really happy that I've stuck with it for long enough to get it to number 10 already. So this house is called Beachy. If anybody gets that reference, I'm probably going to love you forever. But yeah, this house was a pain in the ass to actually build, simply because it used so much of the constrained floor elevation cheat. It was literally just every 5 seconds I had to level something out and do something. So that was pretty annoying, but the final look of it looked amazing. So I'm really pleased with it. Yeah, the whole inspiration for this house kind of came from this image I saw in like a uni prospectus. It was like promoting the architecture course, and it was this house, but it had loads of like wooden supports and like planks across it. I really don't know how to describe it really, but if you look at it, you can really start to see now the kind of planks coming together. And started off being pretty square, this house actually. It took me a long time to get it to what I wanted it to look like. So yeah, this one was a real labor of love. Felt like a chore at times, but I had a friend who helped me out. Yeah, he knows who he is, so thank you. You helped me out so much. I really can't think of much to say other than that this video is going to be really long, and I'm sorry, but it did take me forever to do. And it seems these days my speed builds are turning out to be longer than my let's plays, so that's not fun. And my real-time build isn't actually as long as my speed builds either, actually, thinking about it, all my episodes of that, and never mind. I guess speed builds are no longer speed builds, they're more like builds that I do. They're gonna take forever. But yeah, now I'm just kind of playing around with the shape, because it began being quite square, and I was toying around with the idea of making it like an L shape instead to give it more of a thing, and I thought that it enclosed that area with quite nicely underneath the house, so that was pretty cool. I just leveled everything out again. And again, this is literally just going to be a video of me going, and I leveled this out. And I'm leveling this out. Yeah. There is a lot of beams in this, so yeah, and I keep adding them in at different points because I'm never fully like pleased with the way these things look. So, yeah, that would explain the whole leveling out every 5 seconds thing. The roof, I mess around with it a lot actually. I'm doing all the little detail things so I can take like walls off the sides so it actually looks like a house. Voice is kind of croaky. I just woke up. I only just noticed that, sorry. Roof tile is a brownie colour. I think it ends up being, well, for now it's not. It ends up being a brownie colour. Looking at it with the house at the end, I reckon it ought to have been a greyish kind of colour instead, but beggars can't be choosers. Anyway, working out the stairs up. That was really annoying to me because I didn't really know how they were going to access the deck or access the top of the house, so I was really meddling around with it for a while. The roof here kind of adds a bit of difference to the front of the house. I mean, it kind of sticks out, obviously. So, yeah. That's how it is. I really wanted to get this, like, bottom bit leveled, which was a pain because then I had to level everything out on the top. But, it's just... I just hate using constrained floor elevation sometimes. It just screws with my mind. Here I am sticking in little beams again. I seem to be doing that a lot. That is one of the things I do when I have run out of ideas for houses, I do that. I'm actually still in my first sitting of video, so I did this in kind of like 3 sittings, 2 of which are in the same day because I didn't do much in the first one. But this one happened like over a week ago. I was really stuck for what to do with this for a long time, and it messed with me. And I hated this house for a couple days, actually. In fact, I probably wasn't even going to carry it on for a while. But I managed to pull through. Saw its potential. Someone told me I had potential. Yeah. When I came back to it, kind of was like a fresh start in a way. Except instead of being a fresh start, it was more of a, right, I've actually got to do this now. It reminds me of when I have to do my work. I mean, I love, like, being smart enough to do stuff. It's a nice feeling knowing that I'm capable of doing it, but then the doing it is like, oh, do I really have to do it? Anyway, I don't know why I'm discussing, like, bloody school with you, because you've pretty much heard all about my school now. Because, yeah, I go back tomorrow, and I'm not looking forward to it, to say the least. It's my final year. I want it to be over already, because I know it's just going to be the most hellish year of my life. This year is basically all about me going to university and getting good grades. That's literally all I'm there for. There's no even though I'm gonna be doing Les Miserables at the school, it's like it's not even close to like the stress levels I've got for everything else. That's pretty much my little ventilation point at school. It's like, I don't know why I'm rambling either. Only 7 minutes in of 26. Oh my god, I can ramble some more. Anyway, I don't know whether you mind me rambling over my speed pills. Perhaps I should plan these things out a little bit more. The commentaries, that is. If that's the case and you absolutely hate it when I do these like live things, then just let me know and I'll probably do something about it, because to be honest, these are probably the most seen thing on my channel, so it's kind of important that you keep watching them and stuff, because it's, I don't know, I just kind of like people watching it. I know that sounds really like selfish, like I want views and stuff, but it's nice to know what people think of it and what they think of my work, etc. So yeah, let me know if you don't like live commentaries, because I can understand why you wouldn't, let's just say, because I ramble like a kitten. I guess that's why people don't watch my Let's Plays. Just working out the floorings, as you do. I actually did some of the interior before I did the exterior, which is quite weird. I just kind of, with this one, I kind of was like, by this point, I was like, I hate the outside, I'm just going to work on the inside for now, because I'm not changing that. I've used this sandstone way too much. I love that little texture, it's kind of nice. I don't know when I found it, but I found it, and it looked really awesome, so I just kept using it. Oh, and by the way, I'm sorting out the download links for these things. It's just taking forever because the images that I have are like way too big, and I've edited them and stuff, or like a larger size than I realized I could have. I mean, they were right file size, like in terms of kilobytes and megabytes and whatever, but they were too big in terms of pixelation, so that was annoying. Other than that, what else? Your download links, obviously the new schedule of like house building on Wednesday, speed build on Wednesday, mega build on Friday, everything else in between on weekdays, that is. Yeah, that's going all right. Yeah, I've got enough videos in stock, really. I say in stock, I sound like a shop person. Yeah, it seems to be going all right in terms of like the amount of videos I've done, because I only really get a couple days that I can really film in. I mean, this week I've got today because nobody's in the house and I got an extra day off because my school started later than my sister's. But on most weeks after this, it's going to be Saturday that I do most of my filming. Simply because I work one evening a week. Along with that, I have to do my schoolwork, obviously. And Saturday seems to be the only real day that I can get a little bit of silence. Weird as it sounds, because Saturday is probably the day that most people are off, but not in this house. Yeah. So Saturday is my filming day, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, that's all when I film, like everything else. I mean, when I upload everything. Speed builds kind of get done whenever, really, though, because obviously you don't have to talk about them live action. This was done... When did I do this? I started this on Sunday, possibly. Don't quote me, even though you wouldn't know if I was wrong. But yeah, I think I started this on Sunday, and I finished this yesterday. Took about 3 hours in total in the end of it, because I'm getting ever so picky with these things, and yeah. I'm really bad at like doing things and not being so picky as to like when it's sped up make it like really long, because they are getting worse and worse, and you guys know that. If you don't like this way of doing it, like the whole being really long, if you want me to speed them up more, then just let me know, because I'm really into like feedback and stuff. It's important in life in general and in YouTube, obviously. But obviously with me just starting out really a month ago, I really don't know what's the best. So any advice is welcomed. The reason I kept it at this length is because I kind of wanted to keep the speed builds at the same speed, if you know what I mean. So these are all sped up 8 times, as have every single speed build that I've made on my YouTube channel. I thought that it was a way of keeping them the same, you know, giving them my kind of editing kind of thing. But honestly, if that's too slow, let me know, because I'd happily change it. And I've also got comments and stuff saying that I should try doing it with like the undo technique. I've never liked that technique. I mean, I've tried it. I really don't like it. I mean, it's fine watching people do that, but it's literally like so much hassle for something that like already looks pretty good. I mean, you got to admit that speed building with like the fraps window and that all up and stuff, it doesn't look that bad. And not only that, you get to see the whole process rather than just what ends up being in the house. Because a lot of what you saw here was me going, oh my god, constrained floor elevation is pissing me off. That's just the way building is. And with like the undo trick, not only do I hate it for like practicality terms, but it just kind of lets that go a bit. And yeah, I think it's less personal, but obviously it's probably not to most of you guys. This is my opinions, guys. Don't like hate me or anything for my opinions, and I'm still gonna respect you if you do that, but it's personal preference. Fiddling with trees. I like that tile actually. It looks kind of what's it? Tuscan. I think it looks kind of Tuscan, like the sort of thing you'd find like in like an Italian house. But I thought it looked good here because I don't know. This had kind of like a villa kind of esque style in terms of its placement as well as like its style, if you know what I mean. Now I'm pretty much just lighting up this place because I was like, it's got to look good at night because there is some nice features to this house, and I thought that giving them light at night would look very good. So yeah, and now I'm faffing around with trees again. I pretty much scrap what I do at the front there because it looks hideous. But it's kind of like the start. I really didn't know what to do with landscaping. I wanted to keep it kind of simple because at the beach location, you wouldn't get as many trees like by a beach. And I stuck with kind of palm trees as well. And most of the landscaping was done with like terrain paints and stuff. So I think it turned out all right though. Because normally if somebody said that they'd done all their landscaping with terrain paints, then it might be a bit weird. And I haven't done all of it with terrain paints, obviously. I did these little things, these little rock things. And it occurred to me at this point that that side of that stairs wall looked horrendously empty and flat. And it was bugging me to an extent. So I added in one of those little pillar things. I didn't do it on the other side because that side had enough beams, and you will all agree with me with that. I did exactly what I did on the side with the window. It's pretty much exactly the same, and I do a little flower bed there as well. If you ever watch my videos, there is like the usual suspects in terms of like decoration. I always have the same kind of supports on my houses. And it bugs me, but it works. I mean, I'd love to use like different things to do it, like different ways to make the house look interesting, but that just works for me, and I haven't yet found something I like quite as much. So yeah. Adding the dirt in was a little bit of a pain because of all the beams that I had to do. And there were points where the dirt joined up with the other beams and it looked like less detailed. And it looked pretty crap, to be quite honest. So just putting the dirt in, which is normally like a really easy task, was pretty hard. And I'm not just saying that. It all was pretty hard, but I feel like I stuck at it, and it looks good in the end. So, despite my hatred of constrained floor elevation that has arisen from this house, no, I'm still gonna use constrained floor elevation. It makes good houses, yeah. But yeah, I couldn't just like not use constrained floor elevation because it's just so much more interesting to make houses that use constrained floor elevation, simply because there's so many more possibilities in terms of levels and all that kind of stuff. I just think that constrained floor elevation cheat is just awesome and shouldn't have to be a cheat to do it, to be quite honest. Next, what they need to do in like Sims 4 or whatever is make angled walls. Like, you know how in modern architecture you might see like a building and the overhang of this building is like triangular shaped. That kind of thing, if you know what I mean. I'd love that. I'd also love walls that could be put at any angle within the grid. That'd be pretty cool. Round walls is also another thing that would be quite fun, because you've seen round houses. They look so cool, and I've never been able to do them on Sims because you can't. do I start work on the inside? Yeah, I start work on the inside now. No, I don't. This is where constraint for elevation screws up a little bit. It's really annoying because every time you level something out, the split level on the second level turns into a full height level. So at some points the roof completely screwed up, and all that kind of jazz and stuff. The roof screwed up. The height of the actual wall screwed up. It was fun to look back at it and think, oh my god, that was so hard. But it wasn't fun doing it all because I just stressed me out, all the leveling. But yeah, now I work on the inside. I'm still trying to work out how to change ceiling tiles. It says you should just tilt the camera and just put them there, but you obviously can't. I mean, it's not like Sims 2 where you could just do that when it came out with Apartment Life or whatever. Yeah, I really want to change ceiling tiles because I look at my pictures of my builds and I see like this black ceiling on some of them, and it's just disgusting. And it makes me think, how the hell do I not know how to do that? So yeah, this area is like a little kind of back garden, but underneath the house, if you know what I mean. I used the sandstone looking stuff again because it suited the style of the pool. I then carried on with adding my pool in. I really like this area actually. Here I am basically just finding a way to make everything look nice. I wanted to put like a little island with a fountain in the thing, but it didn't work. So I decided what are they called? I'm just gonna call it a fountain, but you know it's a fountain. I just put a little like fountain over this island and then stuck loads and loads of flowers on it. Because this is really the area that I go crazy with landscaping, because I haven't really got to do that anywhere else because it's quite minimalist in terms of its flower beds and stuff, for good reason, because it's a beach place. But under here, I thought I could go all out a bit and make it look really quite fancy. I think this pool looks really good when it's lit up. I think all pools do. I just don't like the fact that those lights look so weird. I think all pools look amazing when they're lit up, and the water effect looks really good. And they always have looked really good. In Sims, in Sims 1 they still looked pretty good. I just like the pool. That tree was too big. Had to get rid of it. Decided that a plant there would be pointless, so I didn't put one in. Then I do a little bit more landscaping. I'm literally going all out at this point. It's like, I'm fed up of not putting trees everywhere. I want to put trees everywhere. Because that's my idea of landscaping, really. It's just like sticking loads of trees everywhere. And sometimes that looks good, like with the Foundation Challenge round 4. I think the amount of trees kind of added to like the atmosphere of the house. But sometimes it's just uncalled for. Like, I don't think I've done it in a house yet. Oh no, Foundation Challenge number 3, I stuck a ton of trees by the driveway. Because I was like really unhappy with the way that looked, so I was trying to cover it up. That looked awful. Thank God I deleted it in the end, but I have this habit of putting trees in where they're not needed, so yeah. Do I actually do any more of this anytime soon? Yeah, I decorate, add in some like outdoor furniture, have a nice little table chairs, because that's cool. What else do I do? Oh yeah, more trees and stuff. Way too many of these leaf things. I like them. I like their style for stuff like that. I think it really suits the style of build. But there's a line And I crossed it. And I crossed it again by adding tons of trees. Luckily for me, I notice and delete a couple and make it look a bit more sporadic in their placement. It looks a little better now. I just felt like that wall was too blank, so I needed some height in my landscaping and stuff. I'm pretty much done now. I liked looking at it at night time as well because it's quite important. It looks good. Here are the pictures actually. I love this shot. The shadows on the house look really great. There's the pool with the fountain and it looks kind of nice. I'm actually really pleased with this build overall. It took forever and took a lot of convincing for me to carry on doing it, but yeah, it's looking pretty cool in the end, and my interior design doesn't look too bad either, so all is good. There's the living room. Not much really to say about the living room and the kitchen, and I've got 2 pictures of the thingy in here. 2 pictures of the bedroom for some reason. I'm going to keep them in just 'cause they're exactly the same shot, except the lighthouse on one gives this nice glare on the window that looks really nice. That one. I love the pictures behind this thing. I only just noticed them in my Megabuild. If you saw that, that was pretty cool. Anyway, guys, I'm going to ramble on if I carry on too much. Thank you guys for watching. It really does mean a lot to me, because without you, I wouldn't have got to Speed Build 10. So, yeah. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys soon. Okay? Bye.